Hey everybody, this is Steve with Newegg TV, and today I'm going to do a quick unboxing of the XDS1060 all-in-one digital signage display from IAdea. Now, the XDS1060 is intended for businesses to display changing information in a more creative and easy-to-use way than a standard static sign, whiteboard, or even a menu board. And with its motion sensor, a customer's movement can activate the panel to display your content. So let's start with the accessories. First up, we have the disc that comes from IAdea, and they're providing you the utilities as well as a setup guide and the user's manual on that, as well as the software guide here that's going to give you some information on how this product actually gets embedded with the information they're going to be using, including HTML5 based code and CSS and JavaScript as well, but probably a little bit more information on that shortly. And we also have this information here, which is the quick start guide. XDS1060, 1062, as well as the 1068 are all sharing some of the same information here, giving you a couple of the troubleshooting steps as well. So that aside, they also provide for you an Ethernet cable. This is a Cat5 cable that they provided, as well as an AC adapter. And this AC adapter is a 12 volt, 1.5 amp. If you end up losing it, you need to get a replacement. They've also provided for you the North American adapter for power, as well as the Euro plug adapter too. Now there's also a metal lock that's actually used to, it's more like a piece of metal with a screw hole through it, but it's intended to actually keep the power plug from getting unplugged accidentally and actually screw it into place. On top of that, they're also providing for you this small bracket. It's a display stand and basically shows you that we have two screws, and I'll show you a little bit about where that would attach here in just a moment. Now, taking a closer look at the front of the digital signboard, you're seeing a 10.1-inch LCD screen that actually has a max resolution of 800 by 480 and a max brightness of 300 candelas per meter squared. Also, it has two 2-watt built-in stereo speakers on the back, but in front here, we also want to mention that there's a small motion sensor that I mentioned earlier right here, as well as 6 different buttons accented by the LED lights that are behind them. So onto the ports on the side, we have an HDMI output for an external display with open standards supported, as well as an ADB port. That's the Android Debug Bridge, which is a service used for debugging Android code. Also the AC power, a Kensington lock. And on the back at the top, I can remove this panel, exposing the 3.5mm audio out, the RJ45 port, but the documentation doesn't say if it's a 10100 or not. The SD card slot here that accepts up to a 32GB max storage with an SDHC card, and that's in addition to the 4GB of onboard storage. There's also 2 USB ports, a reset switch, and here is the adjustable antenna for the 802.11 BGN 2.4 GHz compatible Wi-Fi adapter. And on the back, we also have a 75mm mounting pattern that follows the VESA mounting pattern, I should say, as well as 2 more locations that you can actually mount this using the mounting bracket. One here for horizontal positioning and one here for the vertical positioning. Now the software that's actually used to display things on this panel is optimized for HTML5. It also uses JavaScript and CSS. Now the actual device is designed on the Android 4.0 API. Now that includes POPAI digital signage content standards as well. Now, if you want to know more information on this particular panel, you can check out support.iadea.com for more information. All right, everybody, that is going to wrap up this video on this digital signage solution from IAdea. If you liked the video, don't forget to click the like button, and if you haven't already done so, click subscribe to any of our various YouTube channels. And until the next time, we'll see you soon.